Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I am working on hashtag Swap and Glue, which is hosted by Jovi over at Creating with Jovi. And I didn't do May. May was very busy, and here it is June, and I have a partner. I am once again swapping with Jovi, and she has sent me her things. And Jovi, when you're watching this, I have mailed yours. I mailed it on Friday, the 13th. So hopefully it'll get to you fairly soon. Anyway, so I can't show you the other side because it has addresses on it, but this is the envelope it came in, and it has coffee beans. The other side has coffee stuff as well, but I like it. It's kind of a blue, light blue tint. It's got some little pattern in it. Kind of cute. All right, so I'm going to pull out the materials and put the envelope to the side. Now, I've been making my collages in here. Let's have a little recap. I left that blank to maybe make a cover page or something. This was the first one I did, and that was Julie and Julie Craft Designs by Julie. There it is on the back. That was in January. And then I had this one, which was with Jovi. That was a cool one with the. So I've had a cat. I've had a fish. And then I had this one this was February. I had in March, I had Penny from Penny's Crafty Creations. That was really neat. That was the flower. I didn't have an animal in that one. And I just noticed the girl down here with the stuff. And then I had this cool guy. I think that was March also. Yeah, that was with Jovi. But that turned out really cool with him laying against that arch. And then this was Jen at Scrapbooks and Memories. And I had, is that right? Yeah. And that was where the kayaker was coming out of the hot sauce. That was fun. All right. So, like I said, I didn't do May because it was extremely busy. And we are now halfway through June. So let's get on with it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and write on the back of this. So, and Jovi corrected me. There's no 2025 on the hashtag. It's just Swap and Glue. I have no idea where I got the 2025 from. Okay, and my partner and host is, I forgot to put the date, Creating with Jovi. And we will put June. Am I putting the exact day I'm doing it? No, June 2025. Okay, so now let's go back to the page, get my Barely Art glue ready and my glue stick. Hang on, let's get to it. There we go. I like the Tombow permanent glue stick for when I do use a glue stick. Okay, so the idea behind this challenge or this swap, and if you want to sign up, you have to go be a member of her Facebook group. Super easy to do. And right now it's just continuing basis. It was just a couple months, but then we've all kind of like, we like doing this. So she's continued it. So thank you, Jovi. And she'll post the event. And then you just hop up there and find you a swap partner. And then you exchange 10 magazine pages. And then you have to use those pages to create a collage. So let's see what Jovi sent me. All right. We got some little bits here. Oh, butterfly. Look at this parakeet. I had a parakeet like that once. All right, that is like rock, but like marble, but purple, and it's kind of glittery. I don't know if that's sure it's picking it up. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay, some people on the beach. What's on the back? Words. Okay, this is like wrapping paper. Look at those cats. I may not use those things in my collage. We'll see. Because sometimes I save those for my stash of goodies. All right. Oh, look at that. So she's like this pattern around here. That's fun. What's on the back? Ooh, look at all the different laces. A white lady doily top. Why is it called the white lady? I don't know. All right. Tiny dancer. Oh, that's cute. I like the color. Some knitting needles. Oh, look, measuring tape. Okay. Lady Llama. I like this pink. That might be a good background page. The Festival of Quilts 2012. I like the beach. I'm more of a beach person than a mountain. Looking Glass. Smiley faces. Beyond Bro Talks. The next rich kid beauty phenomenon. Can moisturizer make you happy? Those are fun little happy faces. We got this cool girl just sitting there. Skechers. That's the kind of Skechers I need to get. I just bought some where you can just slip them on. I like the tops here. Like maybe you can take the top and even change the you know, use something else and make the skirt. Got the fragrance bottle. Also have the word yes. Okay, Michael Kors. She's looking sassy in her kind of a pink mauve color. I'm sure that's about their haircut. That's funny. My three brothers, myself, and my two older brothers and their wives at the time. We were younger, so this was way before I got married. So early, like mid '90s. We were taking a family photo for my parents, and so my younger brother and I sat in the front on chairs, and then my two older brothers and their spouses stood behind us, and we took pictures. And then I was like, "Hey, why don't we all turn around?" So everybody turned around on their spot. We turned the chairs around and we took pictures from the backside. That reminds me of that. That's one of the funniest pictures ever. Great memory. Oh, I like that. Valley of Rubies, Diamond Forest. It's from Vogue. Dirt and Drive, presented by Jeep. Grand Canyon. Maybe. Yeah. Jeep right there. All right, Jasmine rice from Mahatma. That's my favorite brand of rice. It looks delicious. Now that right there, some Gulf shrimp. Except I'm not a fan of cooking it with the heads on. All right, so there may be some shrimp or a lemon here on my collage. So I am going to figure out what's gonna go together, kind of make a collage, and find some things that are exciting together. So that was kind of like an outdoor scene. He was leaning on the stuff, and his legs were kind of weird there. So, because they're cut off, so I covered that with that pattern. All right, so I'm going to figure out what we're going to do, and I'm going to start collaging. So sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes, and let's get cracking. right, everyone. I will say that was a challenge at first. I really wanted to cover up her backside there, and I didn't know what to put. And then I remembered the butterfly she stuck in the mail that ended up being perfect size. Um, I did add this after I stopped recording. I decided I need to use one of those little happy faces because she's a happy lady. But yeah, I hated to lose her feet, but she was taller than my book. But nice. So she's still walking down the street like she was. She still has that little bit, but now this side she's maybe looking at an adventure coming up. She's traveling, right? Maybe she's shopping for some attire. She's a happy lady. I did cut a heart out of that pattern because I did like that pattern and wanted to use a little bit more, and I needed something to continue that. Because it kind of stopped right there. But I like the background, alternating the pages like that. So it turned out great. I was a little stuck on what to do, and I was like, well, just start cutting the things you like, and it came together. I was torn between using her and the other lady, but she looked better with the color combination. So I'm glad I went with that choice. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to head over to Jovi's Facebook group, and you can sign up for the next one. Well, it's still halfway through June, so maybe you can still sign up for June. There may be someone needing a partner, or you can say, announce you would like a partner. But thank you for your time, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my video, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.